and we're ready to put toe to leather. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on the, he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number one for this squad.
Dropping back, it's Boley. Stepping to the right. Hit as he throws. Right side, it's Gilbert. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Gain of 18. And that's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's a welcome sight for this defense, man. You got 4 sacks last week. They talked about it. Getting to the quarterback, pressuring him, making him feel uncomfortable. To do it on the first drive, to set the tone, to show him we're coming just like we were last week. It's a good start by this defense.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Coverage unit all over him. Stopped immediately. And here comes the sophomore running back. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times. They'll operate out of split backs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cornelius. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The offense lining up for a first down play.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Looking for room. It's Cornelius. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Motion from the wideout. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. In the backfield, it's John. Good, strong tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Past the 6. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Bowling. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Second down to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The run to the left. There he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out of the 40.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Takes a hit as he fires. Lucky to get it off.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Working the ground game. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Sets his feet. It's Bowling. The quick out. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. In the red area, it's Jones. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And they're in for a touchdown. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
Set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. Quick give. It's Cornelius. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a run.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. RPO complete. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Cuts it upfield. It's Cornelius. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! He's going to run it. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They boot it away. Fields the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his target. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He's not going to get there. He needed 2 yards, but he just got 1, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Might as well run him again. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's past the marker. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Boley. Hauls it in. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like, stopping the run game. Like, they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Play action on first down. Buying time to his right. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it. Caught. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the grab. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They march 72 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Number 94, set to kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires quickly. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And he's brought down after a nice game. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They're all over him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Woo, deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Hits inside. It's Cornelius. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw. It's Boley. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the give off the left side. He's got enough. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback changing the play. Fresh setter downs going to the air. It's complete to the right. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Iowa taking on the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Hawkeyes engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And now on second down for this offense. Holds and fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Wants to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on third down. If he doesn't get it, fourth down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always want it.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
22. Second down, gonna throw it. Back's got it on the screen. Oh, sweet feet. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, and the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. After run, now throw. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Sells to run, looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Wade. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The lone back's got it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just feeds the running back. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 20. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The run inside. It's Cornelius. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes.
Looking long. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. He'll try the left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He's changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Boley. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, down on the home team sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle. It's John. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's John. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
He's past the sticks. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Neither of these teams are ranked in the top 25 at the moment, but it's early in the season, still plenty of time to fight their way in as we take a look at how things stand now. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. And 1st down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now limits the options a little bit more. 2nd down after that loss of yards play.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. They want to throw it. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Handoff to the single running back. Finds a crease at the 20. Turning it on. Past the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Number 94, set to kick it off.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Got his man. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a 1st down on every single play they run.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
They showed this run in the 1st half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the 2nd half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Chase. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Wood took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Run in the red zone. It's Ramsey. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
They had nowhere to go. But those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't.
He's in for the touchdown.
And What a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And right down the middle. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be dragged down. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking for a man. It's Boley. Complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Brings it down on the right side. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Give to the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Second and long here. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Moves the pocket. It's Boley. Throws to the wideout. He's got it on the move. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Number 94, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
Okay, Holly.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Unloads to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking it.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Caught. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Needs it here on 4th down. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.